Hi, my name is Veronica Bernacki, and I'm going to be providing a tutorial on how to use Tinkercad in your classroom. It is from Autodesk. This is a software for adults like civil engineers, architects. They use it in construction, product design. It basically creates 3D models. And what Tinkercad is it's a free software for everyone, no downloads, which is incredible. You just need to go to tinkercad.com. It's hands-on and it's ad-free and kids safe. So let's get started on how to create a classroom and a lesson for your students to create their own 3D design. All right, so you're going to need to create an account. All you need is an email. You're going to log in and sign up as an educator. Once you are in, you'll be taken to the home page. You can create 3D designs, circuits, and code blocks. I'm going to do a tutorial on how to create 3D designs. To create a classroom, you're going to go to classes over on this left-hand side. You're going to create a new class, whatever name you want it to be. I'm going to select K through second, and the subject is art. But as you can see here, this software can be used for any subject, and I think it's pretty versatile in the K-12 setting. Once you create your classroom, you're going to be provided with a class link and also the ability to create your class roster. So the important thing in this scenario, you're going to want to make sure you know what nickname is typed in for your students, okay? Because this is what they're going to need to type in to access the classroom. So I'm going to save this student, John Doe, and this is our class link, but we can come back to that. Now let's create our first activity for students to use. You can add a description like you see here. This software is super self-explanatory and easy to use. I'm going to create a new design, a 3D design, as an example for my students to look at for their project. It is a drag and drop software or point and click. You can add in basic shapes and you drag and you pull to create your form larger or smaller. You can change the color like you see here, and there are some other fun things that you can explore. It's made for kids, so they will be able to use it and they can explore freely without any risk of ads, like they said, or anything inappropriate coming up. So like you see here, if I were to create a house, I'm just going to drag and drop and then change the size by continuing to drag. I want to look at different orientations up here, zoom in and out, things like that. Once I am done, it saves automatically, but you want to go up to the top left and change the name. So I'm going to say Miss House. So the students will be able to look at this as an example. And the nice thing about this software is it automatically saves. Okay, so more designs in my gallery. There I can access it. Student work I can access down here. Now, when you want students to get onto this account, you're going to need to share the class link. So as you can see here, student instructions. I would put this link on the board, and students need to know their nickname. So make sure you know what you put in as their nickname. In this case, the only kid on my roster is John with a lowercase j. I might put that code on their desk and they could use it. All right, back to my class and why I think Tinkercad by Autodesk is so special. I think on the pick wrap matrix, it scores a T. I think it truly transforms the lesson, specifically in this case, form study, to being interactive. It's obviously creative on the pick element of the pick wrap matrix because they're creating something that can be saved and looked at later and edited, and they can create something and get really creative with it. I think it scores all 4 E's, enables, engages, elevates, and extends. This use of technology is hitting all 4 E's in the classroom. Hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you for your time.